Inundated with calls, texts, and messages, I was overwhelmed by the number of responses when I posted my house online to rent. Then I got a text from this man, Jesus LeBron.
But I'm LeBron, not Christ, so I don't do nothing special.
Okay. But he did do something special. While searching for a home, this father of four came across my house, posted on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, two sites I wasn't using. He got suspicious about what he saw.
He almost got me.
He drove by the house and texted me from the number on the for rent sign.
I would have definitely sent the money because the property was empty, for rent sign. He would have got me. I'm not gonna lie.
Posing as a renter, I texted the number listed on the Craigslist ad. I asked to see the house. The person responded and said yes. Now remember, this is my house. I asked how much up front and if we could meet at noon the following day. He said $1,000 for the security deposit, and we had plans to meet up. But the next morning, another text with a link to this, an application for the house, asking for all kinds of personal information, including proof of income and an application fee of $80. I tried to call him, but he didn't answer at first. But we'll have more on that in a second.
It's sad. They're making a living off of just taking advantage of people.
President and owner of Judy Boone Realty is well known in the Ocean View community and got her license to sell more than 4 decades ago.
Elvis was king and red shag carpet was the in thing.
Witnessing so much change over the years, she says it's terrible that he can't trust people compared to years ago.
I bought a block for $125,000 down in Ocean View on a handshake. See, on a handshake when people were real. I've had people show up at our doors with a suitcase looking for a key. They've given 6 months of their income to somebody plus a deposit, and they didn't even meet them. They mailed it to them.
The FBI says nationwide in 2021, more than 11,500 people reported losing more than $350 million in rental and real estate scams. They say that's a 64% increase from the year prior.
I had no idea that it was this bad. You know, realistically, there is evil in the world. But for every single one to be a scam, that's crazy.
He says he's shocked by the number of fake ads.
Like one guy, I was speaking to him for like 3 days.
Preying on people desperate to find a home.
I don't have time to feel. Like, I'm the man in my house. Like, it sucks.
Hi, I was calling about the house for rent in Virginia Beach.
After several attempts, someone answered the number listed on the Craigslist ad at my house.
How long have you owned the property?
For 2 years now.
Oh, how many people have applied for the application?
No, actually we have like 5 people right now.
Yeah, I actually own the property, and I'm a reporter, an investigative reporter, and
The line drops. I tried to call back.
The person you are trying to reach is unavailable.
That's a shame. I'd like to see him in a slammer.
I reported it to Craigslist and the FBI,
It seems legit and everything.
and I'm very grateful for Jesus.
Hopefully, with letting you know, it'll prevent other people from actually getting scammed.
Experts say to do your research on the rental company. They say to check and compare prices of similar properties and trust your gut. We have more information on our website on how you can protect yourself at WTKR.com. Margaret Kavanaugh, News 3. We called and called again, but nobody answered, and even attempted to meet up with the man who is posing as the owner of my house. Rental information was taken off Zillow and fraudulently posted on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. But he never showed up, instead sending text messages, one with a link to an $80 application which requested all kinds of personal information.
Hi, I was
Then he finally answered the phone.
how long have you owned the property?
For 2 years now.
Oh, how many people have applied for the application?
No, actually we have like 5 people right now.
Yeah, I actually own the property, and I'm a reporter, an investigative reporter, And
The line drops. I notified Craigslist, who took down the fraudulent post and contacted the FBI. They say nationwide in 2021, more than 11,500 people reported losing more than $350 million in rental and real estate scams. They say that's a 64% increase from the year prior.
Very few are being caught.
As part of our investigation, I went on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and messaged several people about homes that were for rent. Some seemed legit, while others appeared to be suspicious. I tried to call a few.
When can I move in?
You can move in anytime.
The person emailed me an application which required a $100 fee, very similar to the one I got before.
And if you're not interested, your money will be refunded to you.
I called the city of Virginia Beach, tracked down the owner of the property, who said the house was not for rent.
That was impossible.
Well, the owners of the house are saying it's not for rent.
They're trying to get as many people to give them that $80 as possible. But if you multiply that by the hundreds or the thousands that are doing it, they're making a lot of money.
How hard is it to track down the people that are doing this on?
It's extremely difficult.
It can be locally, or it can be in a third world country.
I emailed Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace asking for comment and for information on how the public can protect themselves. They have not responded to any of my requests.
Looks too good to be true, then probably is.
Chesapeake Detective Douglas Hatcher says to do research when looking to rent.
Zillow is a reputable site. So most of the time, the information that is on Zillow is going to be legitimate. When you start going to Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and you start seeing these same listings, you should probably question whether or not it's a legitimate listing.
Should somebody be filling out an application before they even see the property?
No. If they don't want to meet with you face to face and they start asking for money, I would say that's definitely a red flag.
He says once you provide them with personal information, they not only take your money.
They also now have all of your information, which they use to now commit scams.
Scams that are ever evolving.
Guess what the bad guys are going to be doing? They're going to be looking at this story and they're going to critique and they're going to make changes so that way they can still commit fraud. We, the citizens, need to be more diligent when it comes to your hard-earned money.
Margaret Kavanaugh, News 3.